guys, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Sabrina and I make pottery on this channel, and today's video is one that I am very excited about. I've been working on it for quite a while now with Dante at Earth Nation Ceramics. If you haven't heard of him before, stop watching this video and go check his out. I've learned so much from him as a potter, as a teacher, as a YouTuber, so yeah, definitely go check out his videos. He's pretty cool, and he asked me if I wanted to do a little mug trade with him, which sounded like a great time. I love collecting pottery from other potters, and this seems like a great way to do it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If that sounds like an exciting time, you can keep on watching. If you want to see more of my work, you can follow me over on Instagram and on TikTok. I also have a website now, ceramicsabrina.com, and as always, you can subscribe if you would like to see more pottery-related content. And I am going to stop rambling, and we're going to get started. Well, welcome back, guys. It has been a hot minute since we sat down and threw a pot together, so I'm very excited to be back. Maybe someday I'll post more frequently than twice a year, but you know what? Probably not. But anyways, here we are centering the mug. Today's mug, I had a couple of goals in mind. I wanted to push myself. I wanted to make a sizable mug because even after all these years, most of my mugs tend to be on the smaller side, generally like a 10, maybe 12 ouncer. And I feel like for Dante, he generally throws larger forms. I feel like he would probably appreciate a slightly larger mug. So I wanted to make something decently sized. So, you know, using a little bit more clay, really trying to utilize all that clay and getting the most height that I can. So that's kind of my game plan here. I don't know if you can hear Poppy meowing behind me, but she's doing that. But anyways, she's probably just saying hi, so everyone say hi back. So now I'm just working on pulling up those walls. I always try and go up as much as I can before I start to shape the walls or flare them out at all. The further away from the center of gravity that the clay gets, the more difficult it is to keep it centered, and keeping it centered is the key to everything in life, honestly. So yeah, I try and pull it all the way up, and then my last couple of pulls are kind of giving it that curvaceous shape that I am so fond of. Yeah, I was super excited about this video. Yeah, like I said, I've been a fan of Dante's for quite a while, especially when I first started teaching pottery classes, and I had no idea how to explain things to people, or it was kind of difficult to think of new things to show people that had already learned the basics, and I wanted new forms to present them. So I remember I would watch his videos the mornings before I would teach a pottery class, and that would kind of give me an idea for a lesson plan. So yeah, I am really just stealing all of Dante's wisdom and transferring it into my students, but you know, what's that phrase? It's like, good artists copy and great artists steal, so what can I say? Anyways, you know, we're getting close to the end of this mug here. I'm going in with my beloved heart-shaped rib. I don't remember where I got this from, actually, but I can figure that out. But I've had it for a long time. It's really the only special tool I've ever purchased for pottery. I'm of the belief that, you know, your hands are the most important tools you'll ever have. You can do pretty much everything with them. So now we're done. Just wiring that bad boy off the wheel and wiping my hands off on my apron. Not really an apron person, but this one is pretty fancy, honestly. It's a claypron. Very nice, very heavy duty. Alright, so after that dried for some amount of time, we're going to trim it. My preferred method of centering my pieces for trimming has just been some weird hybrid of finger tapping and I don't even know. It's not truly finger tapping. I haven't been able to figure that out yet, honestly, but I haven't tried too hard. But this method seems to work. I just kind of base it off of where it's throwing my hands, so if it keeps pushing my hands to the right, I will push it to the left. And that seems to get the job done, so now we're gonna slap that back on the wheel, give it a little wiggle, make sure it's not going anywhere. And yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of some of that excess clay. I did try to pull as much as I could, but there's usually a little bit of thickness there. And then, of course, I'm going to add a cute little foot ring here. Been a big fan of leaving this little band in between the foot ring and the wall. I think it's just a nice touch. So we put one of those in. Now we're going to smooth out that bottom. Especially for being a larger mug, I still want it to be lightweight and comfortable to use. So trimming is going to be the way to do that. I love picking up a mug and just having it weigh. I don't know, it just feels weightless. Feels like you're picking up a feather, honestly. It's just so satisfying. So that is what I am striving for here. Rounding out my foot ring, of course. Give it a little tap, give it a little push. That's kind of how I determine if it's thick or thin. So once that feels pretty thin, I'm going to finish up the bottom. So of course I wanted this mug to be, you know, my best work. I wanted Dante to have my best work. So I am going to use my fancy little stamp that I had someone 3D print for me. It works really well and I love it. I actually lost this stamp for like 6 months and I was very sad. And then I finally found it because it took me 6 months to clean my cabinet at the pottery studio, but oh well. So I got my little stamp logo thing, just gonna scratch that up, add a little bit of water, and then just push that on there. Try not to smudge it too much, and then just smooth out all those edges. Now it looks like that. And now we're gonna pull a handle, which I didn't record that much of because I don't think you need to see all that. But here's the handle. Dante is telling everyone that I hate handles, which could not be further from the truth, honestly. I love handles. I just love dainty little handles. I don't like giant monster handles. Dainty little handles are my forte. But to go with this mug, I wanted the handle to be able to pick the mug up. That's the whole point of a handle. So I went with a little bit larger of a handle and just scratching up the side of the mug. So we're gonna smooth out those edges of the handle, really try and push them together so they don't crack, because that would be embarrassing if I gave Dante a mug with a cracked handle. Now we're gonna be working on the decoration of the mug. I'm going with a method that I've shown on my channel before. I'm gonna be creating some raised typography. I've thought long and hard about what I wanted this mug to look like. I wanted it to be cool and I wanted it to be personal. So I'm really happy with this design. I think I did both of those things. Every time I record this, my hand's always in the way, so I don't have a lot of footage of me actually doing anything, but you get the gist of it. I'm rolling little coils, and I am scoring and attaching them to the mug, and then I'm going in and smoothing out all the edges. Same thing here. I then proceeded to paint with some black underglaze, some more letters on here, and that was really annoying to film, so I just didn't, sorry. But you'll see it in the end. You know, we've all painted things before, probably. Here we are glazing it very quickly, my least favorite part of the process, but you gotta get her done. I went with Amico's Blue Lagoon with Amico's Textured Turquoise on top of it. And the clay that I am using here is 112 by a brand called Standard, I believe. And then here it is on the shelf, all glazed up and ready to go. It was then fired. And after that, here it is. I think it is super cute. It's decently sized. I'm not sure how many ounces, but probably like 700. The handle looks good. I wish the glaze was a little more opaque, but I think it looks really nice, and I'm very excited for this to be in Dante's collection, and I'm super excited to have made a new YouTube pottery friend in the process. that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please leave a like below. Also leave me a comment letting me know what you think, and I will do my best to post a video sooner than 5 months from now. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye.